Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. Hey. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mark. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's everybody doing? It's our final episode of the week. Happy to be here. Y'all know what it is. Tap in with us. I.O.W. Sports Network. But before we do that, make sure y'all tap in with my guy 40, Silent Hill TDS. He the guy that did that dope intro. Tap in with him, show him some love, and then going over to his YouTube channel, Hitchhikers. And while you're on YouTube, holla at us. I.O.W. Sports Network on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Let you know when we drop new content. Spread the word. Spread the word. And you can follow us everywhere on all those social media platforms at the bottom of the screen. You're going to chop it up with me, KC Wildcard Mark. But, man, we got a jam-packed show today. Hey, football is back, baby. I know. It's only preseason. It's only the Hall of Fame game. You know, it's not going to be a true telling of the Jets or the Browns. But, man, isn't it just refreshing? I know when I see the Hall of Fame game, football is right around the corner. Not just NFL football, NCAA, you know. They're going to be starting at the end of the month, first week of September, pretty much. Labor Day weekend. I mean, you got to get excited about that. And speaking of NCAA, whoo, man, there's been some movements, you know. People universities trying to make their way into different conferences, obviously because of, you know, financial stability, which is understandable. But we'll talk about that because there's some movements that's already taking place, like Colorado next year. They'll be going from the Pac-12 to the Big 12. Obviously, we know about USC and UCLA going to the Big 10. You know, there's a whole bunch of floating little rumors of universities possibly leaving their current conference and going to other places. So it'll be exciting. We'll talk about that, you know. We'll chop up a little baseball with MJ, Jersey boy MJ, when he gets here. He'll be joining us in just a moment. But man, real quick, man, I just got to say thank you to all the supporters that's been rocking with us. Man, we appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love and support. Y'all give it to us, and y'all keep rocking with us. And hey, man, humbly, thank you. Thank you. We gonna keep rocking because we got a goal in mind over here at I.O.W Sports. Man, we trying to make this podcast thing jump. Yeah, make it jump like that, jump like the crack in the 80s. I'm kidding, y'all. I'm kidding, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna get canceled at some point. Anyway, if y'all didn't get the reference, it's all good. We still just rock with us. We appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Vinny? Shout out to my man Vinny. Hey, man. I gotta be honest, Vinny, man, because we was talking about Carly Lloyd the other day, and I was sad to hear that she backtracked on her words, man. I didn't like that, man. She should have stuck with what she said because she was 100% right. I gotta be honest, man. Since we won't be on air by the time the U.S. plays Sweden early Sunday morning. Oh, my gosh, this is killing me. I got to say this. And we were talking about it earlier on the Day Show when it comes to, kind of one of the reasons why it's kind of hard for a lot of people to get into the women's product of soccer is because, damn, man, y'all got the World Cup going on at damn 4-5 in the morning for people, man. Like, that shit crazy, dog. Like, oh, that's rough. And I'm a night owl, so trying to stay up and watch it, is wild. So, hey, there's my boy, Jersey boy MJ. What's up, my brother?
What up, man? What's going on tonight?
Man, good. Man, glad to see you, man. Glad you could join the show, and always a pleasure to chop it up and talk sports with you, my brother. So I hope everything's well. You have a good Thursday, man.
Can't complain today. Work, and then came home, did the family thing, boy went to sleep, and then watched my Yankees.
Yeah. Well, hey, we'll talk baseball towards the end of the show, but we'll get it in there because. But no, real quick. I don't know about you, MJ. We'll do predictions real quick on the U.S. women's. Hey, man, I'm concerned. I really am. I really am concerned about their matchup with Sweden. Sweden has looked flawless. They look like some, they look like their set pieces. Oh my gosh, their set pieces have been ridiculous in the World Cup so far.
Oh, there he is, my boy Vinny. What up, Vinny?
Yeah, Vinny in the building.
Vinny, my man. What's going on, Vin?
I don't know about you, MJ. What's your confidence level right now about that matchup with Sweden? Like, cause I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I don't know. Like, I think they can pull it out and win it, but at the same time, I'm still kind of scared, dog. At the same time, I ain't even gonna lie, dog. I can't.
Listen, this the United States women. Anything is possible, man. Have they looked good? Absolutely not. Their chances going against Sweden. I mean, if they come out and play their game, it's a wrap. But if they come out playing like they just did these last 3 games
in the group play,
it's a wrap.
That's how I feel it, dog. That's what scares me, man.
If they could turn it up and be the number 1 team in the world, then there's not going to be an issue. But if they don't show up, Sweden's no slouch. So,
hey, Sweden
show up, they got a problem.
They didn't put up 9 goals in group play. So you're going against a team that was scoring goals. Now I get it. They played, Italy, Argentina, and South Africa, but that's not the group of death, I would say. But they had some solid competition. All 3 of those other countries are in the top. I was last time I saw the rankings, probably within the top 35 ranked. I would say so, or something like that. So regardless, they're putting up 9 goals in group play, and hey man, I am worried. I can't even cap. I am worried. Because this is one thing that is different from the other two teams that won the World Cup. I didn't see them play lackluster in group play the last time they won the World Cups, and so they didn't leave
They've always played with passion and pride,
Mm.
and now it's a different type of pride that they play for.
Is that what you think? That's what they missing?
They're missing a lot of pride.
Yeah.
You watched the late night one. I didn't, but the other two that I watched, yeah, they ain't got no sense of pride. They ain't got no sense of urgency.
That word you said right there, urgency. That's one that stuck with me when you said that, because I think that's one thing. Because especially look at the game that they had against Netherlands. Then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, let's flip and switch." Now they got urgent, and then they balled out. It's like have that urgency for the whole 90 minutes plus in extra time. So do that at the start of the match and continue it on to the end. You can't just play a half. Like what are we doing? So I am worried about the women, man. We'll see what happens with them.
I'm not. They lose. They lose.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. My expectations were them to win it, so I would probably be a little.
Of course, but you know.
Oh, shout out to Diana Taurasi, first in WNBA history to reach 10,000 career points. Shout out to Diana Taurasi. Hey man, say what you want. She's a baller. Man,
Vinny knows all about her. That's his neck of the woods. But he's a Florida Gator fan like me.
Chomp chomp. Hey,
he's a Cleveland Brown fan. Listen to this. He's a Florida Gator fan.
Yeah.
He's a New York Met fan.
Oh, sorry about your Mets.
He's a Cleveland Brown fan.
Mm.
He's a New York Knicks fan. Fan.
Ugh.
What do you see the connection there?
Oh man, a lot of New York in there.
No, it's not even so much in New York.
What's up?
The orange.
Oh, the color. Oh man. Stop.
That's my man, bro. That's my man. My first wedding, he wore was it an orange shirt or an orange tie? I think it was an orange tie to the wedding.
Hey, that's loyalty to the color orange, man. Hey, the Knicks is gonna keep testing you, bro. They're gonna keep testing you, bro. That's without a doubt. But you said Florida, and it triggered me. I've been hearing a lot of noise about Anthony Richardson starting in Indianapolis. You think that's a good idea? Because I've been hearing it.
Giving them the start?
Yeah.
Listen, if it's an open competition and he earned the starting job, you give it to him. That's why you drafted him number 4, right? You ain't had shit. You drafted him to be your starter, just like you drafted Andrew Luck to be your starter, just like you drafted Peyton Manning. On the job, day one. That's what they're looking at him, I think.
There it is, Vinny. Hey,
yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna speak on this real quick about Jonathan Taylor's situation. He's gonna get paid. It just won't be with the Colts. All right. And I'm gonna stand on that hill. I'm gonna die on it. He's gonna
more than likely.
Well, because he's gonna play this year. More than likely, they're gonna tag him next year. And so that's at least 2 more years that he'll be with the Colts, and then they'll probably, move on from him after that. Because they already said they're not going to trade him. Irsay said he's not going to trade him. But he'll be there for at least the next 2 years. I mean, because once I just don't see him getting paid in Indianapolis. Irsay already has a track record that he doesn't spend money on the running back position, and that's been before before this whole running back situation even started. I mean, look at his track record.
we ran down the names. You had Marshall Falk, Edrin James, Joseph Adai,
Yeah.
Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack had a couple good seasons for them.
Yeah, before he
But
got hurt. Yep.
Yep.
So, I mean, I know a lot of people are shocked, like, oh my gosh, what's going on in Indianapolis with Taylor and the coach? I'm like, you shouldn't be shocked by this. There's a pattern that's already been established.
Yep.
I mean, I wasn't shocked. MJ wasn't shocked. I mean, you just got to take into account on trends. And Irsay has a trend that he doesn't pay the running backs. You can't be like flabbergasted that this situation is even happening. But I will say this: it'll at least be 1 year that you'll see the Jonathan Taylor and the Anthony Richardson combination if they do give him the job. So that might be a way to at least drop the tag on Jonathan Taylor 1 more year, depending on what they do this year. So that's why I'm saying, hey. You'll probably end up drafting a running back probably next year and be like, yeah, Jonathan Taylor, go get your bread. Just won't be with us. Because I say he's gonna get the most out of homeboy.
Oh, best believe it. You know it.
Yeah. So
ain't no question about it.
Oh no doubt in my mind that he's gonna get the most out of Jonathan Taylor, and then all right, go get your money elsewhere. We ain't paying it. We ain't paying it. So I'm not shocked by it, but with Anthony Richardson, we talked about it on the show on just his physical makeup is something different at the quarterback position. I mean,
his physical makeup and his
athletic skills. It's crazy,
yep.
man.
His athleticism off the charts.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you could teach him, if you could teach him how to be an NFL quarterback, man, he could be deadly.
Well, he's in the right system. So Shane Steichen pretty much, he just had Jalen Hurts and a running back.
Oh, yeah.
So he had Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders and a couple other running backs that Philly had. So he's going to pretty much run the same system. So that's a good combination to have Jonathan Taylor, at least for this season, and Anthony Richardson in the same backfield. I mean, it's not a bad look. It's not a bad look. I mean, if there, like you said, if there's open competition and he's the one that's showing out, because I've been seeing a lot of clips of Anthony Richardson on Twitter. I mean, all the coach content creators are showing their ass out and showing all the clips they can about Anthony Richardson he's been making some phenomenal throws. Obviously I get it. It's training camp. You're not gonna, show the mistakes, every time. You're not going to show the overthrows and all that stuff. I get it. You're going to cherry pick certain clips that you're going to release, but they saying that he's behaving like a quarterback one, like he wants the job.
Like I said, if it's an open job, which I believe it is with him being drafted number 4, I don't think they drafted him to start him next year.
Well, I also looked at it this way, MJ. I know Gardner Minshew was up there. Obviously, he knows Shane Steichen's system being with Philly last year, and he can definitely help, Anthony Richardson, help that learning curve, kind of shorten it. And I get that. But so a physically gifted quarterback that can, potentially be something phenomenal with Anthony Richardson or Gardner Minshew. And I'm not dissing Gardner Minshew, but when you see the physical gifts of Anthony Richardson, and Gardner Minshew, he can play well, but I'm just having a hard time. Be like, okay, well, it kind of makes sense, and I'm not opposed to it. But I'll also say this is, hey, sometimes you got to buyers beware too when you just throw a rookie in the quarterback position from day one.
Lamar is gone, lost connection. So
no, you there, MJ? You there?
What happened?
I don't know, man. You hit that Jersey voodoo on me or something? I'm good over here. You good?
Bro, it's not me. Like you were coming in static and all of a sudden like you went dark and you like it had like that white circle going around, like it was trying
like
to load,
trying to load. Nah,
and then mine went dark. Did the same thing.
I didn't get nothing over here, so I thought I lost you for a second, man. I was like, dang, man, like dang. I know you mad that you still got Daniel Jones as your quarterback, but man, you didn't have to, throw no voodoo in on the live, man.
Oh, I mean, come on. And you still got fucking the flopper on your team, so EAD.
Hey man, I'm just making sure you still there. Yeah, Vinny said we good. So, but no, hey, if it's gonna work for them, work for the coach, that's fine. The good thing is, I think they're in a division where you can go through some growing pains with Anthony Richardson, because I know that the Jaguars won the division last year, but they only won it by 2 games and they had 9 wins. They didn't hit double-digit wins. I know everybody's, quick to say, oh, the Jaguars are going to win that division, but I don't think they're that far apart from everybody in that division. I don't think it's like a huge gap, but we'll see. We'll see. You get to play the Texans twice, so that's good practice for Anthony Richardson. Snap. Let me chill out.
Vinny, can you see me?
Yeah, Vinny said we good. You good, MJ? Hey, hold on. When you get right, give me the thumbs up. But yeah, okay. What's up,
dude? I don't know. It keeps fucking. I got plenty on my end. Like I said, your side turns dark, then my side turns dark.
I think you're playing voodoo over there.
Vinny, you heard me, right?
Yeah, you playing voodoo over there, man.
Because when it went dark on your side, I said, Vinny, can you hear me?
I promise I won't talk no more junk about Daniel Jones. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay, so he heard me when you went dark on my end. Yeah, he was still able to hear me.
Yeah. We'll continue on. So just we won't let it
keep talking. Yeah. If that happens again, I'll just keep talking.
We won't let it mess up our flow. But what are
all right?
What are some of the couple of things that you are looking forward to now that football is back? I know it's just a Hall of Fame game preseason, but like what are you looking forward to outside of your Giants? Like what are you excited to see?
Well, number one, I didn't put on any of the NFL tonight. Tonight was Yankees. Yeah, tonight was Yankees Houston.
Yeah, y'all got the dub.
Solid win. Stant with a 2-run fucking bomb. McKinney with the back-to-back. Volpe with a clutch single to drive the winning run. But anyway, what am I looking forward to in the NFL this year outside of my Giants? Jets failure. That's first and foremost.
Hey, bro. You wow.
I would. That's one prediction. My second prediction is a resurgence of Deshaun Watson.
That's one of mine too, bro.
And my third pick is can the Lions, like, and I'm gonna be a homer to Mel too a little bit, but can the Lions really take that step forward, with the team that they built? Aaron Rodgers is now out of that division. Yeah, you still got Cousins. You got Justin Fields, who's definitely somebody to watch out for. But can he, can they make the next step? That's what I'm looking at.
I got you.
Did I go off track with the teams?
No. I mean,
what did I?
No.
What did I say after Watson?
No, you said Justin Fields.
Yeah. I said the Lions. Yeah. Okay.
Lions.
No, I lost track for a second, man. The old age and good weed does that to you.
Nah, I'm gonna go with the old age.
Little Italian ice.
I'm gonna go with the old age part more so.
Yeah, it is partially. I ain't gonna lie. I
I'm just
know upstairs. I know upstairs is got some spots on it, but yeah. I like to see the line. I really do, man. Because I've always not secretly, rooted for the Lions because I was a huge Barry Sanders fan. Second favorite player all time to LT. Always watched Barry because he was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he was.
And then he was on Super Tecmo Bowl. Man,
you showing your bro.
you could get a kickoff run out of bounds at the 1 yard line, and that motherfucker will run you a 99-yard touchdown. You just keep zigzagging, going straight. So I became a big Barry fan and followed his career.
I wish the Lions would have done Barry right and put a nice squad around him. Man, I would have loved to see him hoist the Super Bowl. But
you know what I'm saying? Like the talent that man had.
Yeah,
he gave you what, I think 11 years, 10 years.
Yeah, about 10, 11 years. So I would have loved to see him being on like a nice, well-constructed team, both offense and defensively, and see what he could have done. But a couple of things that I'm looking forward to.
He would have broke the record if he kept playing. There's no doubt he would have broke the record. He just chose to retire early.
And I know a lot of people were mad when he retired, but obviously we wish he would have played longer because you love watching him play. But I understood his reason. Look at
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, did the same thing. Hey,
play your years.
Play your money, put up big numbers, and walk out. I'm not mad at the, do what you got to do. But a couple of things I'm looking forward to this year. I'm really looking forward to see Lamar Jackson with some weapons on offense. I absolutely think Zay Flowers is going to take that offense to another level. I really wanted him to be in Kansas City in the draft. I wish we could have went up and grabbed him, but they didn't. OBJ, I'm not sure what he has left. Not sure. But whatever you can get.
Long as he's on the field, you're going to get some type of production from him.
Yeah, you're going to get production.
He's not going to be out there being a decoy.
Oh, no, I don't think that. He should be healthy. He took the whole year off. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can bring. And you can't forget Mark Andrews is there. Yep. I'm not sure.
What about Dobbins? Is he back?
Yeah, he's still there. Then you still got
you got Gus Edwards.
Who knows if Rashad Bateman can stay healthy and play a full season?
Didn't they just sign Melvin Gordon?
Yes, they did. They signed Melvin Gordon.
Yep.
So,
runner by committee. Who's healthy?
Oh yeah,
good way to do it. Good way to do it.
But you actually see Baltimore literally being like, "Hey, let's get the man some weapons." Like they paid him, and now they go get him the weapons because now you paid him because now you're saying, "Hey, we got to make sure that we have the tools around you to succeed now to get you more than one playoff victory." He got one in his career. He needs more. You know what I'm saying? He needs more playoff victories in his career, so you got to start putting the weapons around him. And I think the Baltimore Ravens actually did a good job of actually starting to give him some weapons. So I'm actually excited about, him playing carefree football because the contract ain't got to worry about it no more.
Listen, man, they ponied up the money. Now it's time to go out there and
yeah, you got to ball out now.
Earn that. Well, it's time to go out there and ball out. Especially with the weapons, like you said. It's his time. It's no more excuses.
I think he's gonna have.
You got the weapons he needs. You got the running games he needs. You could take some pressure off his legs. Use him when he needs to.
Yeah.
Don't take hits. Learn how to fucking slide. Get out of bounds. And you could really do some damage with that offense, man. You really could. I'm not
I
even.
think
I'm not even gonna front, man. That's a good call on that. Cause I totally forgot about that.
I think Lamar might do way more passing than what people think he might this year. Only because you don't give OBJ 15 million for 1 year. You know what I'm saying? You don't go draft a good wide receiver. In my opinion, the number one wide receiver in the draft is Zay Jones or Zay Flowers. I'm
Jay
sorry.
Flowers. Yep.
Yeah. So, what up, Jay? What up, Jay? Jay in the building.
What
So,
What up, Double J? What's going
so,
on, man? Hope your night's going good.
so, excuse me. So, I really do think that Lamar is bound to have a break. I don't want to say breakout season because I think he's a former MVP, but I think he's gonna have a MVP type caliber season. I don't think he's going to win it. I think he'll be in the conversation by the time the season comes to a close. I'm excited.
I think he's gonna show why he wanted that money.
Yeah, he's going to show his worth. I'm with you on that.
At least year one, he's gonna come out and ball the fuck out and show out, why he's worth that money.
I'm also looking forward, like you said, Deshaun Watson. I really am. We can't dismiss before the situations with the silver suits and the massage shit. Like this dude was touted as one of the better quarterbacks in the league. You know what I'm saying? So, Jay, wow. But Deshaun gets
Me too. My wife's sleeping too, bro. So I get it.
He gets a full off-season training camp with the offense. So he's going to be there for all of preseason. He's going to be there at the beginning of the season. No suspension, no silver suit, no other off-the-field drama looming over his head so he can play carefree. I think he's going to I think Cleveland might be a real sleeper team to mess around and get a wild card spot this year. I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Do they need more on defense? Probably so. But what you got on offense, I think is still damn good pieces on offense. Nick Chubb is still a good running back. Let's not forget he's still there. Can't forget that.
I had Nick Chubb last year in my fantasy. I had him and Dalvin Cook were my two main running backs.
Yeah, can't sleep on that. Amari Cooper is still a good receiver. I like the fact they went and got Elijah Moore as your number 2 wide receiver, possibly number 2 or 3, because you still got Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yep.
David.
You said Njoku, right?
Still got him. So,
yep.
Well, here's my thing with Njoku. He has moments where he shows good football, and then sometimes he'll get banged up, and then sometimes he's not as effective as I think he could be. But still
a solid tight end, but yeah, like you said, doesn't play up to his ability.
So, I'm big on Cleveland possibly getting one of those wild card spots, maybe the 7th one or the last one at the 7th seed. So, I wouldn't be surprised.
It is very possible if he has the system learned inside and out. Has that full off season and being there last year. Yeah,
because I think he ended up playing 6 games last year, something like that. So, that's a good combo having Myles Garrett with Zaire Smith, who they got from the Vikings. I forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
And you never forget about Myles Garrett. He's still a beast, one of the best pass rushers in the league still.
You still got Roland Smith, right? That's his name?
No, he's
linebacker. Raekwon Smith.
He's in Baltimore. Nah, he's in Baltimore. He got.
We talking about Cleveland.
Yeah, we're talking about Cleveland. Yeah, Roquan Smith got drafted by Chicago and then got traded to Baltimore. But Cleveland, matter of fact, the whole AFC North might be probably one of the toughest divisions if you really think about it. Because I know you're big on Pittsburgh. I'm still kind of shaky on Kenny Pickett.
I'm telling you, man. You heard me last year say it, and I'm standing on. Like you said, I'm gonna die on the hill. Kenny Pickett is going to be the best quarterback out of that draft. He is going to be a solid quarterback in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. What he I'm sorry to say it, Kenny. You're gonna have to wow me. I'm still in house. I'm not saying you can't be that guy, but
listen. They inserted him as the starter. They went 7-2 down the stretch.
Hey, I get it.
And I told you they should have been starting him earlier in the season. But what do I know? Tomlin knows better than I do.
Well, here's my thing, MJ. The reason why I wasn't so gun-ho about, just throwing Kenny Pickett in there last year as a rookie out the gate, because it's like he probably was the best quarterback in that draft, yes, but that was almost by default. That's not his fault, but I'm just saying it's like, look at the other quarterbacks out there in that draft. Like, you didn't have one that wowed you or one that you would go up and say, oh man, I gotta have that guy as my quarterback. I didn't think that about Kenny Pickett. If you ask me, I think you still could have got him in the second or third round. That's just I just was never big on him.
Listen, when you see your potential franchise quarterback and it's your turn to pick.
Whoa, are you calling?
Yep.
Kenny Pickett a franchise court? Hey, put the weed down.
Yep. I did. I put it down about 5 minutes ago. I'm dead ass serious about this dude.
We'll relight it and pick it back up, but we need to reverse this thinking, right?
Listen, man, I follow Pittsburgh for other reasons, and I'm telling you, man, keep your eye out for him. You heard it from me.
All right,
I'm gonna say it again. What time is it? Where's on my clock? It is 11:41. 11:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, August 2nd? I guess
Third.
Maybe 3rd, August 3rd. I don't even know my fucking dates. August 3rd. Kenny Pickett is going to be a franchise quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey man,
whether or not he brings them a world title, that's going to be down the line.
So it's his job for the foreseeable future.
It is his job.
Man, hey,
he is the new Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh.
I tell you what, MJ, if this upcoming season, if Kenny Pickett gets 10 wins with the Steelers, I will come on this show and I will eat crow and humbly say you were right and I was wrong. I will humbly do it. All right, that's a bet.
You'll send me an I.O.W. hoodie sweatshirt.
You know what? Hey, you know what? I can do that for you, my guy. I can do that. If Kenny Pickett gets 10 wins with the Steelers, I will ship you, and I will purchase it with my own money and have it sent to your address. The I.O.W. shirt, a sweatshirt of your choice. Bet we can do that. We can do that.
White, and I want your autograph on it.
Hey, we could do that.
Dead ass there, like right,
we could do
write the bet or something like that. I want your autograph on it, bro.
Hey, we could do that, dog. Because you showing a lot of faith to Kenny Pickett more than I am, and
I am. And it's not just so much him. He's got some help around him.
Well, and that's man, George.
Bro, he got George Pickens.
Oh my God, George Pickens.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like Najee Harris. He's got Najee Harris behind him.
Fair move.
He's got who's on the other side? They went and picked up
no, he still got Deontay Johnson's there. Deontay Johnson's still a good receiver.
Is he still there? Or did he leave?
Yeah, he's still there. Nah, Deontay's still there. He's a good receiver. I like Deontay. He's a good route runner. He's a good route runner. No, but him with Pickens, fair move. Najee Harris in the back. Yeah, And you can never knock their defense. They're always going to put out a solid defense.
Dude, they've led the league in sacks for 4 or 5 straight years. And that's no bullshit.
Yeah.
They get after the quarterback. When Watt is on the field, they get after the quarterback.
No, hey, TJ Watt, they re-signed Highsmith. Cam Hayward still a monster in the middle, still with his age. He's still a monster in the middle. And then of course, it's a no-fly zone in the back. You already know who back there. It's a no-fly zone back there. Mika ain't nothing fly back there. So I'm with you on that. Jay said Deontay got carted off the field the other day. Hopefully that ain't nothing.
I knew something happened to him, but I never checked up on exactly what it was.
Yeah.
I knew it was something with him.
Well, but just look at that division. So you got Deshaun, you got Lamar, you got Joe Burrow, and then you got Kenny Pickett. I mean, that's if games come down to quarterbacks, man, in that division, that's a tough division right there, bro. But he does have a good squad around him. He does have a great coach. Tomlin never ends a season under 500, so that matters too. I will say that I would definitely out of the coaches in that division, I would definitely rock with Mike Tomlin for sure. So to your credit, he's not in a bad situation. I just think that's a gauntlet right there in that division. Obviously, one thing I am looking forward to this season, Sean Payton, you went out there and said what you said. So to me, Broncos got a ball. You can't come out here, talking shit, saying, oh, Nathaniel Hackett did the worst job in coaching history. Hey, MJ, we talked about it. I wasn't mad at what he said because he did tell the truth about Hackett didn't do a good job. Neither did Russ. Neither did Russ. Russell Wilson didn't look good last year. But it's the manner of that's the type of conversation that like me and you would have off camera. That's the type of conversation of what he said. That's where you have that conversation. You know what I mean? That's a between you and me type of conversation. He put that shit out there willingly. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where he's getting the backlash from is because you ain't had to disrespect that man like that. What'd he do to you? Now he wasn't wrong what he said. Hackett he stung up the joint as a coach. But it wasn't all just him on why that team did not work out in Denver. Russell Wilson did not play well. Say what you want. He just didn't.
Nope.
But the coach took the blame for it because his cap salary or his salary that due to the coach ain't nowhere in comparison to what Russell Wilson. You're going to ride with Russell Wilson because you gave up hella draft picks in compensation for him and you paid him a shitload of money. So, of course, they weren't going to get rid of Russell. So Hackett had to fall on the sword for that bad season last year. So
gotta blame somebody. Oh
yeah, but I'm looking forward to see what Sean Payton do because after this, bro, you got to make sure that your team is looking right. I'm just saying, and I'm not confident in it, and that's not me being a Chief fan talking about the Broncos. You look at the wide receiver situation. I'm still waiting on Jerry Jeudy to break out and be that dude. I think he got the ability. I just haven't seen it yet. Lost Tim Patrick again to another injury for the second year in a row. That's bad. Man, speedy recovery to Tim Patrick. I thought that he was their best receiver on that roster. Now you lost him for 2 straight years. Jay said I had a problem in what he said. We already knew Hackett was a trash ass coach. He didn't need to tell us again, especially for a guy who wasn't shit without Drew Brees. Lame ass.
Again, hey Jay, you never lie. You never lie.
Hey, so Hey, Sean got to make sure his Broncos is right because you can't go out there and say stuff like that, man. So that's just a couple of things that me and MJ are looking forward to now that NFL is officially back. But man, there's some college movement, man, going on in NCAA. A lot of these teams are threatening to leave or go to other conferences. So here's one that I think would spark your interest, MJ, because it's one of the schools that you root for. Not
breaking news.
Not
the sort of breaking news.
What's up?
What, my squad?
Well, all right, here it is.
To the Big 12.
Yeah.
Jump, run, do anything they can to get away, Alan, from the Pac-12. I mean, I was listening to Pete, and you're going to go to a college president when he has a good deal over here and say, hey, listen, Dr. President of Arizona State, Utah, be patient. If we can get enough people to sign up on Apple, then we are going to be great. Well, the bottom line is this, guys. Nobody's signing up on Apple to watch the Pac-12 because there's nothing to watch once you lose Colorado, UCLA, and USC. I mean, I don't want to be the guy that keeps burying this league because I think I did it the other day, but I'm going to keep doing it. Somebody needs to shovel dirt on this league and end this charade. It's over for the Pac-12. And if these three don't get out of there, they're going down with the ship.
So that's Paul Feinbaum. Hey,
I
man.
know the voice.
Hey, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Give me 1 second. I can't. I need my reading glasses, bro. This is bad. Hold on.
Now, go ahead. I bring this up because there's a good possibility at Arizona. They're expected to do a deal with the Big 12. So there's a good possibility Arizona is up out of the Pac-12. Like Feinbaum said, you're losing USC, UCLA, and Colorado all next year in 2024. So why stay there? I mean, there's nothing going to be left for you. Matter of fact, some other schools. So the Big Ten themselves. They were just given permission to, possibly explore adding Oregon and the University of Washington. I mean, you talking about sinking ship. This thing is going down, and it's going down fast. I mean, especially, so here's the deal with, I think is bad for the Pac-12. When you lose in prime in Colorado, and I'm putting them together because the Coach Prime Deion Sanders effect, I don't care what anybody says, he has a certain effect and he can move the money line. All right. So you lose that next year, you lose USC, you lose UCLA, and now a possible Oregon. After you lose those three schools, Oregon was pretty much the left of something that generates money. So I don't blame Arizona. I don't blame Oregon and Washington possibly leaving those conferences to go other places. It's about money. Believe it or not, it's still a business. Yeah, it's college athletes, student athletes that bring the content, but it still ran like a business, y'all. I mean, that's just the name of the game right there. I mean, you do these things to set you up financially as a university, because now you're looking at the Pac-12, they're not ready to adapt. All these schools threatening to leave the Pac-12 are saying they're not liking the way the pay structure is on when it comes to sharing the revenue. So that's what it is. So I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know what to really make of it, man. It's that's what we're coming to at this point, where you got to look at these universities, making sure that they're set up financially to make sure that they get a maximum gain. So I mean, hey, I don't blame it. ACC, they're having their issues. There's been smoke, that there might be a possible fire of Florida State leaving ACC. So
yeah,
I think here's the final solution of all this, though, MJ. And indulge me. And they kind of been already, the writing's kind of been on the wall. And we said it on the
I.O.W. much. I didn't mean to cut you off, but much better, dude. I could not read with just the sunglasses on. I need to get sunglasses with. I know, dude. It's the diabetes, man.
I'm just messing with you.
You know, I've had it since I was 19, so it has attacked my eyes pretty bad. So,
but I will say this on the final thoughts of all this possible movement in the big from Pac-12, Big 12, and all these other universities. I think the final solution is just go ahead, and it's been talked about on I.O.W. shows. It's been talked about everywhere. Just do it. Just have your mega conferences, and then find an adequate way to share the pie amongst your universities in that conference, and just call it what it is. No more American Conference, no more Sun Belt, Mountain West. Those smaller conferences amongst the universities in NCAA, and then just make your 5 big conferences and call it a done deal, man.
Because there's absolutely no way, no how. I don't give a fuck about the transfer portal. There's no way teams like, let's say, there's no teams like that Duke. There's no teams that like a team like Duke in football is gonna put up a 10-0 record, 11-0 record. You go to the other side. There's teams like New Mexico State. They're not going to run the table, or even if they do, they're not playing. They're not playing no quality. There's no way they will be able to stack up with these bigger conferences.
No.
So they might as well just make a conference. For them. You know what I mean? Like 2 separate conference championships. Because a lot of these little schools, I mean, if they're good enough to make the playoff, then rightfully so. But also have a tournament for the teams that are, instead of having like all these bowls, have another tournament of like the teams that the next teams out.
Oh, as in the teams that don't make the college football playoff?
Yeah, so let's say when they expand to 8, which I think is this year or next year, whenever it is, have the next 8 in a tournament. Instead of having like all these bowl games, leave the bowl games for the smaller schools right now. Let them earn their money. Do something like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you want to put that on the table as a possibility to generate more money, I guess so. NCAA would do anything that's going to generate money. Let's be honest about that. But, it's just at the end of the day, so you have to keep the bowls because there's money. So you have to incorporate them.
Too much money ain't enough money.
You said like the NIT tournament for football.
What money?
That's what he's saying.
He said, "What? No."
Nah, Jay saying like he's saying what you're saying is do like a NIT tournament for football. Kind of like they do a separate tournament from the big tournament basketball tournament. Then they got the NIT tournament.
Yeah, something similar, but hold it to like a little bit higher standard because it's not it's not like shit teams are missing out on the top the top 8.
What's good, Flo?
You got solid you got solid teams at 9, 10, 11, 12 that might have a possible reason to be in the conversation for top 8.
I got you.
So I wouldn't say so much NIT, but like, you know, something similar to that. Like the next best, but you know, football a little bit more than on the level of talent.
I got you. It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. But we'll see.
And the only reason I'm saying that because NCAA takes 68 teams, so that's a lot of teams taken out of the pool. NCAA football, you're only taking 8 out the pool, so then you got another 8 that that were either maybe in the top 8 at one point or just nearly cracked it.
Yeah,
have a separate tournament for them.
I get what you're saying.
No,
I get what you're saying. We'll see what happens with NCAA. Hey, these teams are trying to run for that money, bro. They're like, hey, we'll go anywhere where we're going to make more profit. So, I mean, that's the name of the game. It is what it is. They'll figure out the confinements. Our boy Mike T of 613 Fade Productions, the Man Cave Sports Podcast, we were having a conversation. He brought it up. He was like, yo, man, college football ain't regional no more. And I was like, what you mean? And he was like, you remember back in the days where, if you were in the Southeastern Conference, it's because your university was in the Southeast. If you was on the, Pac-12, you were primarily on the West Coast. So now you see Pac-12 teams like UCLA and USC, who's in Southern California, they're going to be going over to Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? Big Ten area, Midwest, Northeast, where Pennsylvania is, where Penn State is at, East Coast, where Maryland is at, and who's in the Big Ten. So you're not necessarily no more.
Rutgers, they went and plucked Rutgers years ago.
Yeah, they're in the Big Ten. So that's a flight going from South California, Southern California, all the way to New Jersey for a game. That's a lot of travel, bro. So that's why I was like, I'm like, man, it's not about regional no more with these conferences. It's about how much money can we generate and which teams can help us generate more. I mean, that's just the name of the game.
And especially with the fan base, the stadium size, man, they just gonna dominate.
Yeah,
kids are gonna want to go there because you got the opportunity to win, and you got the opportunity to make the NFL on a faster track. B, you got the opportunity to win, every year. C, the NIL money will get you there. What more do you need at that point?
I'm also looking at it this way too, MJ. I know the Pac-12 right now is taking a beating with teams leaving, but they're still part of that Power 5, conference structure where the TV money's there. They still got TV deals, with whether ESPN or CBS or whatever, where they still going to get, money.
Pac-12 has their own network, and I know a lot of their games are shown on CBS.
SEC,
they got their own.
I know SEC and I think ACC got a ESPN deal. Yeah, we were just saying that because you're talking about Oregon leaving and Washington possibly leaving. We'll see what happens, man. Texas Tech actually did have a solid season last year. So, hey, Flo, I ain't gonna argue with you on that. I think that's a good pick right there. But no, we'll see what happens with NCAA. Let's do a quick little overtime. We probably do about 5-6 more minutes, man.
Real quick. This was posted 53 minutes ago. Big 12 officials greenlight Arizona to join conference. Arizona border regions vote still pending.
Yep. So pretty much it's more than likely it's going to happen. So, So Arizona's Pac-12, Big 12 bound. So there's another team that you lose next year to possibly. Well, obviously they'll negotiate when they'll leave. Because Colorado, they said, we're going next year. USC and UCLA already knew they was leaving next year. So Pac-12's taking some hits, man.
It's not so much the Pac-12's taking hits, bro. It's what it's what the SEC and Big Ten have done. They are absolutely fucking stacked. Whether it's recruitment, whether it was handshake vanilla envelope type fucking deals for so long, saving buying brand new houses and
You wild.
cars showing up in driveways with a fucking big bow on it. So
Like, don't worry about it, man.
you get those two conferences. Like, oh, where did this come from? I bought it for you, mommy. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you're 18 years old, never even stepped on the field yet.
Well, obviously, SEC is king in generating money in football. Big Ten's under them. Then I would say Big 12, then ACC, and then Pac-12 brings up the rear. Even though they're taking a hit, they're still going to generate money. So when you see these smaller conferences like the Mountain West, Sun Belt, American Conference, I wouldn't be surprised if you see those smaller conferences go away, and then you just leave those five, Power 5 conferences, and Pac-12 will just continue to just bring up the rear. But we'll see what happens. Man, let's talk a little baseball real quick. I mean, it's our last show of the week, man. We could do a little overtime, man.
Word, I appreciate that,
bro.
Now I'm gonna light up.
Hey, you had Scherzer. He made his debut with the Rangers. Who else? What's his name? The Phillies.
Verlander.
Not with the Phillies. Who'd they pick up? Lorenzen. There it is. Yeah.
Mike Lorenzen.
Yeah, he won in his debut. So did Scherzer. Scherzer won in his debut.
He had a rough start, but rough beginning of the game actually.
Yeah.
And then he shut it down for the next 5 innings.
Flaherty won in his debut.
Dude, that was a huge move, man. I love that move.
What, Flaherty to
absolutely
Baltimore?
To Baltimore. I absolutely love that move.
So there was a couple of pitchers that moved at the trade deadline and handled their business and they debuted. Which one of those? So you're going with Flaherty as the most impactful pitcher that got moved?
I have to say yes based on this. As good as Baltimore is, their team starters ERA is northwards of 4 plus as starters. So you wouldn't address your major concern. If you could tone that down, you could bring that ERA down. You could win the AL East and you can make some noise in the playoffs. They haven't been there. He has. He could bring that veteran. Teach the boys a thing or two, and
senior wisdom.
They will be in the playoffs like I predicted. I just didn't think they were going to win the division. But I did have them going to playoffs. But I mean Scherzer, a great move. And if Scherzer and Verlander are both healthy, if Verlander could bring back his Houston Astros days of just last year, that could be a huge move because that could propel them to jump Baltimore, if they get that Verlander back.
Well, I was actually kind of looking at that Verlander move as the Houston Astros pretty much making their move because Scherzer went to Texas, and they're literally a game apart, or at least right now, as of the standings, a game and a half back of each other. So I thought that was a kind of a chess move. Like, oh well, shit, you go get your ace. Well, shit, we gonna get our ace too. And I think Houston.
I don't know if I mentioned it to you or my buddy Carlos at Joe. Said the same thing. I was like, how ironic is one went to I said Scherzer went to Texas first. I said, and then shortly thereafter, Verlander goes to Houston, same division, right on each other's ass.
Yeah.
I said that's going to be something to watch down the stretch.
Oh yeah. It's going to be it's going to be a battle, man. And Verlander really comes to a guy in what's his name, Framber Valdez, and just pitched a no hitter. So I mean, you keep adding more weapons. I mean, this is an arms race, is it not? I don't blame him.
And I'm sure, and I'm sure the Yankees are going to see him this weekend because it's a 4-game series.
Oh yeah, you'll probably see Verlander. Oh, is it in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll see him Saturday night.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You'll see him Saturday night.
Or if they're the Sunday night game, which they very well could be. I have to look at the schedule. Prime time, what better way to make a debut in New York, where you just came from?
Everybody's at the house on a Sunday, primarily. Yeah,
Yep.
I can see that. So I think that's not a bad call. Either way.
Either way, they're all going to be sellouts. Regardless.
Yeah, just because of the history of Texas. Of Astros and Yankees. Yeah, it's going to sell out regardless.
Yep.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. And so man, hey man, you know I'm gonna ask you, man. So Rizzo goes on the IL. Y'all guys are sitting 57, 52. You're sitting 2.5 back of the last wild card spot. Hey man, just shoot it to a straight, big dog. What's up? Y'all gonna get this last wild card spot, or what's up?
You know what? I'm giving this real thought, and I'm gonna be dead honest with you.
As I would expect.
I think they go on a run.
Flo said y'all falling short, bro. Well,
That's where I was kind of alluding to, like going on a run, and then. But if they go on a run, though, they're going to go on a run.
Look, you're only 2.5 back of the wild card. That's all you got to do is get in, and then after that,
dude, the thing is, like,
you never know what happens once you get to the dance, man.
Bro, like, all right, look at this situation right now in New York.
Hey man, you don't sound confident, bro. What's up? You don't sound confident.
I'm not confident. I'm not confident at all.
Okay. I'm just trying to gauge where you at with your squad. Like, how you feeling?
I'm keeping it real. Like, they're hanging around. You know what I mean? Oh shit, what the fuck did I do? There we go. They're hanging around, dude. And they have not been healthy at all. Okay, they just got Judge back, now they lose Rizzo. So you lost Josh Donaldson. So now you got LeMahieu at third, Volpe at short, DJ at second, and or first. So I guess you're going to play Oswaldo Cabrera at second and move DJ to first. And then you got the outfield. You got, Bader in center. And then left and right is a crapshoot. It's been Stanton lately. With them nursing back Judge's injury a little bit.
Yeah.
And then left field, they've been filling in like Billy McKinney and Jake Bowers. Dude, they're filling in beautifully, but they're not putting up left field power numbers that need to be. So I think they missed out on an opportunity to go get Juan Soto with the trade deadline.
I'm glad you said something about the trade deadline. I was surprised y'all made some relief pitcher moves, but I don't think nothing significant. See?
No.
But I was shocked, bro. I'm shocked y'all didn't make a move. I think y'all lost the trade deadline war, man. Y'all didn't do nothing of anything significant.
They lost. Bro, they didn't even show up. Like they didn't lose. They took the straight, forfeit.
Yeah. Hey Flo.
It's worse than losing.
Hey Flo, I'll be happy to come on the show, man.
Talk Chiefs. Maybe I'll get MJ to talk some Giants too, but different episodes.
Yeah, we'll be happy.
Yo, man,
set it up.
Hey, listen, man. Yo, anytime. Listen, man. I get he's a Cowboy fan, right? That's the Cowboy fan.
Yeah, Flo is a Cowboys man.
Dude, I could chop it up with a Cowboys fan and have an intelligent conversation, and not be jerk offs about it. I would love to have a professional conversation with you guys and do what we do. I would definitely be down for that anytime, man.
Hey Flo, right under my name, Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar, Jersey Boy MJ with a Z. Hit us up on Twitter and chop up with us, man. Yeah, so we'll be down to collab anytime.
And listen, Flo, my wife and brother-in-law are Cowboy fans. So
you live in a house divided, bro.
So you can see where I can have good conversations. And God rest his soul, my father-in-law was a Cowboy fan too.
So what else is going on in baseball, man?
That bum ass hit number fucking 40. what we do, and I'm telling you, dude. I told my brother this the other day. MLB wants this.
Hey,
I believe they're using a different ball when he's batting.
Bro, hey, look, the Angels really they made some moves to try to show that they were going to compete, but they still slid to the 4th position in their division. So so far it's not paying off. Good thing is they're only 3.5 back of the wild card race, so they still got time to make moves. But time will tell when we get to the end of September. We'll see.
Dude, if they could take 3 or 4 from Houston and try to build some momentum,
yeah,
I'll take a split. But if you could win a series and really try to get rolling a little bit, because let me just check their before we sign off. I just want to check their schedule real quick.
What the Angels?
No, the Yankees. Well, I'll check the Angels too, but I was talking about the Yankees real quick. Like, all right, listen. After the Yankees, after they played the 4 with the Astros, they got the White Sox, Marlins, White Sox, Marlins, Braves, Red Sox, Nationals, Rays, Tigers. So if they could go on a run, they might be able to sneak in. Might be able to. They're struggling. If guys if Stanton keeps producing like he's been the last couple of games, get Judge healthy. Yeah. All right. So now the Angels. They got Shohei Ohtani over there, right?
Any word on when Mike Trout's supposed to come back?
I believe they said September, but I'm gonna have to double check that.
Are they gonna be without him for the whole month of August? If that's the case,
because they put him on the 60th day, I believe.
Oh, I'm not feeling confident about that, bro. Because they lost him to the Mariners tonight. They got the Mariners.
I was just pulling up the box score. I was just gonna say that.
They got the Giants who are fighting for trying to get to the top of their division, so they're going to play competitive. Then they got the Astros.
Giants are in the what? Giants are in the NL West, bro. It's the Angels, the Mariners, the Astros, and the A's.
I know that. I'm saying the Giants are competing for a playoff spot, so they're not going to lay down for the Angels. Like they're still playing meaningful baseball. I'm looking at the schedule of what the Angels got left.
My bad. I didn't know you were looking at the schedule. All right, I just pulled their schedule up now. My fault.
Yeah. So they got the Mariners who are competing, who they're above the Angels in division race. So that's going to be a tough matchup. They lost to them tonight. They got the Giants who are
better. Already lost the first of 4.
Yeah, they got the Giants who are playing competitive baseball, so that's going to be tough. You got the Astros who are playing competitive baseball.
Look, Giants are 61-49 in the NL West.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
impressive.
that is impressive.
With Arizona, LA, and San Diego out there, that's impressive.
So Astros, Rangers, Rays. Then the schedule lightens up for them. They got the Reds. The Reds are kind of took a step back. Then you got the Mets.
Hey, and what did I say about that? What did I say about Cincinnati? Told you to pump your brakes.
You said it. You said eventually the strike gonna click. Hit midnight. You did say that, and the car's gonna turn back to a pumpkin. You said it. Okay. I give you that. Then they got the Mets.
They're still a year or two away. But looking at their schedule, Lamar, me being not even being biased, how much I hate Ohtani, just looking at their schedule of teams they have to play,
it's looking tough.
Right now, Mariners, winning record, the Giants, winning record, Astros, winning record, Texas, first place, winning record, Tampa Bay, second place, winning record. You don't play a team until
the end of August.
Sorry, Cincinnati's even got a winning record. We'll keep going. It is until you play the Mets on Friday, August 25th.
Is when it lightens up.
That you do not play a team, as of right now, that you do not play a team that doesn't have a winning record.
And then that's a gauntlet. And then after the Mets, the Phillies, who are playing competitive baseball, they're in there. So then if you really look at it and go further, September is the only month where you can probably go 500 in September because you got the Athletics more than a couple of times in there. You got Detroit, but you're still facing Minnesota, who's trying to
mixed in, but it's in LA. You're at Tampa, you're at Minnesota. Who knows what the hell they're going to be like? Then they finished with the perfect team, right?
Yeah. Hey, you said it, gauntlet. Hey, I'm telling you right now, that's not good for the Angels because you know what's coming up. Somebody's going to make a crazy offer for Ohtani the Angels are going to try to have to outbid them. And hey, man, it's not looking good for the Angels.
I'm telling you, right? I'm gonna say this right now. The Angels, they're gonna offer him no less than $450.
You went light. I was thinking up. I was thinking go up.
I'm just thinking like no less, like because there's gonna be other teams, so he might entertain other offers, and Angels up it, but
this
45 million a year, dude. That's a lot of motherfucking money, bro.
Hey, Pete, just indulge me real quick, MJ. This is what I think the contract that's going to get offered to Ohtani. 10 years, $550 million.
That's crazy.
That's the kind of contract I think that's coming his way. 10 years, $550.
Unless he chases the money. If he chases the money, I mean, we spoke about this. There's only a few teams that can afford that. Angels being one. LA, San Diego, the Mets, Yankees.
I would throw the Giants in there.
Oh, I forgot about the Giants. Absolutely. Giants got money to throw around.
I would throw the Giants.
Boston, if they really wanted to fucking make a splash, they've been known to fucking throw that money if need be.
Yeah.
Texas is always known to fucking throw.
That's at least is 550 10 years. That's at least. So
I can't see. I mean, I can see him getting the contract.
I don't know about that, Smitty. They don't care. They need translators for majority of your superstars that are in Major League Baseball right now, because they are either from Japanese or Asian descent, and you got those who are of Hispanic descent who still aren't speaking English. They don't give a damn about that shit. Can you hit the baseball? Can you throw it? Can you pitch?
Yeah, yes, Smitty. I don't know how much you're in tune with baseball, but Robert Manfred is trying to kind of do what Roger Goodell did and expand baseball outside of America.
You're right.
Because he's there's a lot of things in the DR, a lot of things in Mexico, a lot of things in Cuba. So I think he's trying to expand to make a league of like best of that best, and then get them into the major leagues. So that being said, that's why teams have translators. That's just how it.
You look at all your stars that play in the World Baseball Classic, you're primarily going to end up probably playing in the major leagues at some point. Because you're looking at
most of, not all, but maybe most of them, but not. I can't, definitely not all.
Yeah.
Because there's guys on there that are good, but not, good enough, per se to make the major leagues.
Yeah, I feel you. He said he was quoting Stephen A. Smith. He spoke on Otani when he first started blowing up and said what I said. I got you. So, hey, man, good show, man. I love this. We did a full range of a lot of sports, man. We talked some U.S. women national soccer team, NFL, NCAA, baseball. That's what we do, man. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with us every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know what it is. Catch us I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, the YouTube channel at I.O.W. Sports Network. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification.
And y'all stay tuned. Got something in the works for your baseball fans. We got something in the works.
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned to that.
Yeah, speaking of stay tuned for that, we're doing the NFL Pick'em League again in I.O.W. Sports. You're looking at your current reigning, undisputed, defending I.O.W. Sports Football Pick'em League champ right there. Show it to him, man. Hey, that belt is fresh. Not only did he get the belt, he walked away with $200 cash. I'm thinking about upping up that pot. I would. Probably throw another bill on there, so you might push that pot to $300 and a championship belt. So I'm gonna get the details out to you guys, make a commercial for it, and then, hey man, y'all make sure y'all sign up for it, man, because there's a chance. You think you know football? This is your chance to prove it. You think you can?
And I'm not even a football guy, and I smoked y'all. I smoked y'all from like week 3 on, and you know it, and you fucking know it.
Hey, I was right behind you, dog. I was right behind you all season, man. Hey, you had to I was that far behind you, man.
Dude, I as soon as I put the fucking the 8, 9, 10 lead on you, it was a wrap. And I held that.
Yeah, you stayed you stayed firm on it. I give you that. But man, hey man, I'm telling you,
I was losing, man. I was like, fuck this.
Hey, we appreciate the love and the support. Y'all keep tapping in with us, man. Tap in with myself personally, KC Wildcard Mar on the Twitter, Jersey Boy MJ on the Twitter, and that's Jersey with a Z. Hey,
yes sir.
Go enjoy the
rest.
Catch
me at Jersey Boy MJ on Instagram also.
IG. But hey, man, we're gonna shut the door, and y'all make sure y'all tap in with us, man. Enjoy y'all weekend and go enjoy a lot of sports to be watched this weekend, because we're gonna discuss it on Monday when we get back. So on behalf of myself, Wildcard Mark, Jersey Boy MJ with a Z, y'all have a fantastic weekend. See y'all later. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Come on. Silent Hill, TD, yes. Hitchhikers.
Yeah, smoking so much dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers, load across the scene is dangerous, aggressive like behavior. Couple monsters for my neighbors, resisting human nature. Persistently getting greater, bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better, doped up for cocaine.